Assalamu alaikum, my dear students. I hope you all are well. I am Mohammad Altaf Rahman, lecturer in Zoology. Discuss about the mechanism of breathing and the gaseous exchange process occur in human. So let's start. At first, we should know the definition of breathing. Breathing is a process of taking air into and expelling it from the lungs. This process consists of two types. One is inhalation and the other is exhalation. Now I am broadly discussing about these two types of process. Breathing process is accomplished by the various action of muscles and nerves. Nerve helps in managing breathing, and there are main two muscles which is responsible for breathing. One is intercostal muscle and another is diaphragm muscle. During inhalation, the intercostal muscle become contract and the diaphragm muscle also contract. Due to this, the length of the thoracic cavity increases and the width of the thoracic cavity increases. Due to contraction of intercostal muscle, the length of the thoracic cavity increases. On the other hand, due to the contraction of diaphragm muscle, the width of the thoracic cavity increases. As a result, the volume of the thoracic cavity increases in all direction. So, the pressure within the thoracic cavity become less or decreases. That's why the oxygen enriched air inhaled into the lungs. Thus, inhalation process takes place. Now, exhalation. During exhalation, the intercostal muscle become relaxed and also diaphragm muscle relax. Due to the relaxation of intercostal muscle, the length of the thoracic cavity return to normal. On the other hand, due to the relaxation of diaphragm muscle, the width of the thoracic cavity return to normal. So that the volume of the thoracic cavity back to normal. So, the air pressure increases and the lung shrinks back and carbon dioxide enriched air out again. Thus, exhaling process takes place. Now, another topic, transportation of gases, oxygen and carbon dioxide. There are two figures I am showing here. Alveolus, which is the structural and functional unit of lungs, It is very tiny bubble like air sac which form the gas exchange surface. During inhalation, the oxygen inhaled into the lungs or into the alveolus. Then the oxygen diffuses into the blood from the alveolus. After that, it is transported into the heart. Then it from the heart, it then transported by blood and enter into the body cell by diffusion process. Within the cell, the cellular respiration process occurs. As a result, the glucose is oxidized by this oxygen and produces carbon dioxide, water and energy rich ATP molecule. The carbon dioxide then diffuses into the blood from the cell and transported into the heart. After that, again transported by blood and diffuses into the alveolus, and finally comes out from the alveolus and goes into the environment. Thus, the transportation of gases is accomplished. Transportation of oxygen. Oxygen is transported in the blood from the alveolus to the cell in two ways. One is as physical solution by plasma and another is chemical compound, forming chemical compound by red blood cells. As physical solution, very small amount of oxygen is transported by blood plasma into the tissue cell. In this process, oxygen diffuses into the plasma and then transported and diffuses into the tissue cell for cellular respiration as chemical compound. Oxygen combines with the HV hemoglobin and form HVO2 oxyhemoglobin, then transported in the blood and diffuses into the cell. By this process, as a chemical compound, oxygen is being transported. The compound of HbO2 oxyhemoglobin become unstable and oxygen is released. Then the oxygen diffuses into the tissue cell. Transportation of carbon dioxide. Carbon dioxide is transported in the blood from the cell to the alveolus in two ways. One is as physical solution by plasma and another is chemical compound forming by plasma and red blood cells. as physical solution. Carbon dioxide dissolved with the blood plasma H2O and forms carbonic acid H2CO3 and transported in the blood. As chemical compound, carbon dioxide is carried as chemical compound by blood in two different ways. One is as NaHCO3, sodium bicarbonate, or sodium hydrogen carbonate in plasma. Another is as KHCO3, potassium bicarbonate or potassium hydrogen carbonate in red blood cells. Carbon dioxide combine with the blood plasma H2O form the H2CO3 carbonic acid. We have already known this in previous slide. This carbonic acid then dissociate into hydrogen ion and hydrogen carbonate ion HCO3 minus. HCO3 minus known as hydrogen carbonate ion or bicarbonate ion. This hydrogen bicarbonate ion combine with sodium ion in the plasma and form NaHCO3, sodium hydrogen carbonate. On the other hand, few of HCO3 minus combine with potassium ion Ka plus and form KHCO3 in red blood cells, within the red blood cells. Thus, carbon dioxide is transported. That's all about today. Inshallah, I will discuss about the diseases of respiratory system in the next class. So, stay safe. Thank you all.